Okay, so I am going to try and film a really quick tutorial on how to do the molar ratio calculations. I'm filming this on my phone, holding it with my left hand, and I'm going to write with my right hand. So just bear with me, I'm definitely not particularly techie as a person. So I'm just using the questions that you had for your homework, so molar ratios practice questions 2. So I'll do the first 2 questions and then leave you to go on with the other 2, right? So the first question, how many moles of chlorine will react with 2.47 moles of aluminium? So we first want to look at what we're talking about. So we're talking about our aluminium and our chlorine here. We're then going to do a ratio. So we've got aluminium and we've got chlorine. And we've got 2 moles of aluminium reacting with 3 moles of chlorine. Okay, but we don't have 2 moles of aluminium, we have 2.47 moles. So 2.47 moles of aluminium, and we want to know how many moles of chlorine we would produce from that. So the first thing you want to do is effectively work out what 1 mole would be the equivalent of. Okay, so if 2 moles is 2.47, 1 would be 2.47 divided by 2. Okay, and that gives us an answer of 1.235. Okay, so if 2.47 is 2, our equivalent of 1, so half of that would be 1.235. We then want to get to 3 because it's a 2 to 3 mole ratio. So we're taking this number and we're going to multiply it by 3. And that gives us 3.705. And that is our answer, so we can pop it into our ratio here. Okay. So if we have 2 moles of aluminium reacting with 3 moles of chlorine, but we didn't have 2 moles of aluminium, we had 2.47 moles. For every 2.47 moles of aluminium that reacts, 3.705 moles of chlorine will also react. Okay? For part B, we are asked how many moles of aluminium chloride will be produced from 0.032 moles of chlorine. So again, we're just identifying what we've got. So we've got our chlorine and we've got our aluminium chloride. So we're going to write down what our mole ratio would be for this one. So this time we have 3 moles of chlorine reacting to produce 2 moles of aluminium chloride. Okay, but we don't have 3 moles of chlorine, we have 0.032. Excuse me. So 0.032 moles. So if 0.032 moles is reacting, we want to know how much we would produce if it's a 3 to 2 mole ratio. So same as last time, we're going to take our 0.032 and work out what our equivalent for 1 would be. So that's 3. So 1 is going to be 0.032 divided by 3, which gives us 0.011. I've rounded slightly here. We're not wanting 1, we want 2. So we're going to multiply this number by 2, which will give us 0.022, and that's our final answer. Okay, so if 3 moles is equal to 0.032, 2 moles is going to be equal to 0.022. Okay, so that was the first question. The second question, exactly the same idea. So if you've got it, feel free to stop watching this catastrophe. So now we've got phosphorus reacting with chlorine to give us phosphorus chloride. So how many moles of phosphorus will react with 0.0045 moles of chlorine? So again, we're identifying what we're working with. So the phosphorus and the chlorine. This time we've got 0.045 moles of chlorine. So we're kind of going to be going backwards. So we've got phosphorus to chlorine. And from our equation, we can see that we have a 2 to 3 mole ratio. Now, we don't have 3 moles of chlorine. We are told we have 0.0045 moles. So 0.0045. Okay, so if 0.045 is equal to our 3, we want to divide that. So 0.0045 divided by 3 is going to give us 0.0015. Yeah, I just had to check. I wasn't being stupid. Okay, so that's sort of our equivalent to 1 if this is 3. So that's 3 times, so 1 would be this. We then need to multiply this by 2 to give us for our 2 moles. So 0.0015 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 0.003. And we can put that in here. And that's our answer. So if 3 moles of chlorine reacts with 2 moles of phosphorus, but we don't have 3 moles of chlorine, we have 0.0045 moles of chlorine, it would react with 0.003 moles of phosphorus. Okay. Last one then. How many moles of phosphorus chloride will be produced from 0.97 moles of chlorine? So again, we're using our phosphorus chloride and we're using our chlorine. So we've got chlorine, we've got phosphorus chloride. 3 moles of chlorine reacts with 2 moles of phosphorus chloride, but we don't have 3 moles of chlorine, we have 0.97 moles. So we need to work out how many moles of phosphorus chloride that would produce. So we're going to take our 0.97, we're going to divide it by 3 to give us our equivalent of what 1 would be. That is going to give us 0.32. Whoops. We then need to take this number and multiply it by 2 to give us 0.64. That's our answer, so we can just shove it up here for completeness. So 3 to 2 mole ratio, 3 moles of chlorine would produce 2 moles of phosphorus chloride. We don't have 3 moles, we have 0.97 moles. So if 0.97 moles was to react, we're going to end up producing 0.64 moles. Okay, I hope that's helped a wee bit. If anybody needs any extra help or any more of these dazzling tutorials on mole ratio, feel free to let me know. I'm going to film one this afternoon on the problem solving questions as well, so if you can all look forward to that. Bye.